Hello, person who decided to click on this video. As you can see, yeah, I'm currently sitting in my car, and sometimes when I drive around, the voices they talk to me and they tell me to wrap my car around the nearest tree. Now, obviously, this is something that I'm not actually gonna do, you know, outside in the real world. Like, mate, don't worry, I'm completely fine. But this doesn't mean that I can't do it in a video game. And where better to do it than in a game that you may have heard of. A game all about living out your intrusive thoughts and the inner machinations of your mind to your heart's content. A pretty damn realistic driving simulator game called BeamNG Drive. My brother, if you want to send it straight off a cliff going something like, I don't know, Mach 2 million, BeamNG Drive, it's got you covered. All in all, yeah, it's quite a fun game. I give it a solid 7.12569 out of 10. Every now and then I'll sit down and play it for an hour or two. Here's the thing with BeamNG Drive though. Besides being a pretty fun game, it's also a pretty popular game. And as we all know, thing gets popular on the internet. Yeah, when I say I found quite an interesting / brain rot rabbit hole the other day while I was plotting and scheming up another video. A video about a certain bold maths teacher. Comment, I'm bad at maths if you want to see that. I'm not lying. And when I found this rabbit hole, I knew that I had to share it with you. Bro, no joke. This side of YouTube, it makes my brain melt. So, pull out your notepad, grab yourself a cup of gamer subs, use code BEAK if you want to help support me in the channel, it'll get you 10% off your next order. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, join my Discord server, and allow me to introduce to you something I like to call the BrainRot NG Drive rabbit hole. Okay, before we dive headfirst straight into the depths of the BrainRot NG Drive rabbit hole, I reckon that it's a good idea to get the lay of the BeamNG Drive YouTube landscape. So, let's talk YouTube here for a second. Imagine that you and me, we own a gaming-related YouTube channel together. Let's call it, I don't know, good names, Lobotomy Gaming. In order for us to have the best chance to succeed, we need to stay on top of trends and popular games within the gaming side of YouTube. If we do, more views, more subs, more money, all of that type of stuff, all of the cheese that you can imagine. If we don't... And BeamNG Drive on YouTube, it used to be, and still is, quite a popular game to make videos on. Nothing like FNAF or Happy Wheels or Fortnite or Lethal Company level popularity, god no. But a few years ago, a whole bunch of different massive YouTubers made videos on it, which all banged, by the way. And fast forwarding to nowadays, you can bet your ass that if you search up BeamNG Drive on YouTube, you'll stumble across a video with a shit ton of views. Thing is though, if you think that BeamNG Drive is still popular on YouTube because of normal long-form style of content, do you want to know where BeamNG Drive content is really popular nowadays? Boys Ford Mustang! No joke, BeamNG Drive on YouTube Shorts, it is massive. It's stupid big. It's ridiculous. Like, if you, for God knows what reason, actually decide to go onto that disgusting, brainless side of YouTube, after about 5 seconds of scrolling, oh man, what's that? A video where cars launch off ramps with funny loud TikTok sound effects? Or skippity toilet car? Long form beam versus short form beam? Bro, it's night and day. On the brain rot scale, long form beam content, you know, it's all the way up here, you know, cool. Shorts. And this is where the BrainRot NG Drive rabbit hole starts. YouTube Shorts. And you know what? I reckon that Beam being so popular on the YouTube Shorts side of YouTube highlights one of the main things that not just all of us tubers, but anybody watching YouTube will see firsthand when a game becomes popular. A concept integral to this entire rabbit hole. The way YouTube as a website evolves. Don't you think it's kinda sad how Let's Play videos have completely fallen off the face of the planet? Like, bro, real talk, Let's Play videos, they used to be the most popular gaming video format on the entirety of YouTube. And me personally, I loved watching Let's Play videos. You see this? All of this shit, DanTDM Diamond Isles, this was my shit, my brother. This was peak. But nowadays, yeah, I also like not getting views. This is one of the many ways YouTube and the videos that people upload onto this platform change and evolve and adapt and whatever other buzzword you want to use improves as time goes on. For a while, a certain video trend is popular, yippee, but then time passes, the trend completely dies, and then a new one replaces it, so on and so forth. It's a fact of life. And the BeamNG Drive content that is really bloody popular nowadays is completely different to the popular content of old. This is the way Beam content has evolved on YouTube. Like, look, yeah, here's a Markiplier Beam video from 7 odd years ago. Here's a 2024 Beam video. Pretty damn different, aren't they? Why are these two videos different? Well, it's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it? One is your bog standard Let's Play video where Markiplier crashes a car and I go, ha ha ha, and the other is a Zoomer ADHD YouTube short filled to the brim with one thing: mods. And now that we have the lay of the land and all the information is on the table, buckle up, person watching this video, because it's time to do some digging. Right, as I said earlier, the main place where BeamNG Drive YouTube content really juices nowadays is on YouTube Shorts, because I will admit, watching a car get obliterated in BeamNG Drive, it can be kinda entertaining. And B, much like a shit ton of other types of videos on YouTube Shorts, these videos are all made to hop on popular kids' trends because, well, I think it's pretty safe to assume that the majority of the people who watch YouTube Shorts religiously, they're Cheeto-covered iPad children. Trust me here, my brother, I don't think anybody over the age of, like, I don't know, fucking 5 nanoseconds is watching videos like Skibbity Toilets and Omega Nugget and Freddy and Spider-Man versus Huge Digital Circus Crusher. And now I think it's a good time to introduce to you some of the main players on the BrainRot Drive side of YouTube. Channels called BeamNG Drive, BeamNG Shorts, and BeamNG Star? These channels are by far some of the biggest dedicated BeamNG Drive Shorts channels I've been able to find while I've been subjecting myself to the torture shit like this for the past couple of days. If you go onto YouTube and click on a BeamNG Drive short right now, oh, what's that? It's a video by BeamNG Drive or BeamNG Shorts or BeamNG Star. You know what, person watching this video, like real talk here for a second, looking at some of these subcounts, sometimes in the early hours of the morning, me and my sleep paralysis demon, we just both sit there and just both think the same thing. Like, what's the point of actually spending time making something when I could just be making YouTube shorts like girls versus boys holes test and I don't know, fucking Skibbity Toilets and Chicken Nugget and Gummy Bear and Spider-Man versus Huge Thanos Hand Trap. These channels, they've got more subs than I'll probably ever have ever. And here's the thing with BeamNG Drive, BeamNG Shorts, BeamNG, and every other big channel who makes content like them. Besides their content just being, well, just, no joke, modern art, I mean, just look at this shit, the Mona Lisa, what the fuck's that? If anything, these channels, they've been built around being as brainrot as humanly possible, and are the reason why BeamNG Drive content on YouTube Shorts is so AIDS nowadays. Let's break this down. Channels like these, as I said, they've essentially built themselves around being brainrot. How this works is, okay, cool, something gets popular with kids, like a recent example, Skibbity Toilet, this SFM series, it blew up and it's still dumb popular. Look, we all know this is common knowledge, it's a fact of life, all of that type of stuff. And considering that the mod-focused, brainless content channels like BeamNG Drive, BeamNG Shorts, and BeamNG Make are designed to be not just as substanceless, but as malleable as possible thanks to the existence of mods, look at this and tell me if it has any value. It gives these channels the perfect opportunity to spam low-effort videos like these that, with a little bit of luck, will launch their sub counts right into the stratosphere. Not bank balances though. Oh wow, what's that? Your YouTube short got 11 million billion views. Well, oh, congratulations. That's a monumental achievement. $1. And oh, my brother, like, let's just not get it twisted here for a second, right? When some characters in these videos start falling off in popularity, it's not a train smash. It's not anything like that. This isn't the end of the line. God no, it's not Jova. Oh. Okay, this character isn't popular anymore. Open up mod page, replace it with more popular characters, like characters from Skibbity Toilets, or Catnap from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, or Amazing Digital Circus. And you know what? In a really weird, backwards sort of way, I guess I do have to kinda respect it. As time has marched forward and we've all gotten a little bit older, I turned 23 this year, what the fuck? YouTube has changed and evolved and developed systems like YouTube Shorts that give creators more opportunity to grow. And channels like BeamNG Drive, BeamNG Shorts, and BeamNG, they're just capitalizing on this system. Okay, let's hold our horses here. It's still really low effort slop content. Let's not toss them off too much. But they are just capitalizing on a system put in place by YouTube at the end of the day. That, and they're also capitalizing on the fact that, well, plain and simple, thanks to the overall continuous rise of the internet from the time that we were kids to now, there's just a shit ton more kids in general watching YouTube videos and YouTube shorts and content on the internet. For God's sake, for some families, YouTube shorts, it's essentially become a surrogate babysitter. And if a child sees a character they recognize in a YouTube short, there's a really bloody good chance they'll subscribe to the channel who made the video they just watched because, mom, look, it's Skibbity Toilet Subway Surfer. Look, it's Lightning McQueen. But now you may be pondering and asking yourself, Gabe, just hang on the beak. Earlier you said that these channels are the reason why BeamNG Drive content on YouTube Shorts is so AIDS nowadays. Like, what do you mean by that? You see, in the BrainRot NG Drive YouTube Shorts world, FrankU Drive and BeamNG Shorts and BeamNG, just fucking humongous. They're massive, and these channels, they've got a hell of a lot of influence on what type of content gets made in this section of YouTube. Because they've gotten so damn big thanks to making this type of content, other channels who want to make shitty content like this solely to increase their sub counts, channels who want to do a 1 million sub button speedrun, they'll replicate what bigger channels like FrankU Drive and BeamNG Shorts and BeamNG are doing because, well, it's working for these big channels, and if I do what they're doing, eventually I'm gonna grow, right? Well, yeah. And when these other channels get big, other channels will copy what they're doing, and then they might get big, and then others will copy them, and then others will copy them, and then others will copy them. It's this cycle of brain rot, and the more popular some of these channels become, the more this cycle will just continue and continue and continue and continue. Lobotomy Gaming 1 million subs at the end of the week. Let's fucking go, brother. But let's join the dots here, person watching this video. In the BeamNG Drive YouTube short side of YouTube, the content you can find, oh my god, it is just fucking completely horrible. I'm talking ADHD editing, nothing videos filled with popular kids characters, all of that type of shit, average YouTube shorts behavior. And considering that channels like FrankU Drive and BeamNG Shorts and BeamNG, they've all gotten so big thanks to this type of content, they're the big boys in this section of YouTube. Other channels are going to replicate what they're doing in the hopes of growing to their size. It's a cycle of brain rot, and it's just going to keep on getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And when you look at the entire big picture, popular BeamNG Drive content on YouTube, it's nothing like it used to be. Gone are the days of long form content. The new age is YouTube Shorts. Thing is though, the other day while I was scrolling through this side of YouTube, my mind still hasn't mentally recovered, I noticed two really weird things about it. One that has to do with the FrankU Drive channel in specifics, and then the other is something that more importantly has to do with this entire genre of content. Let me show you what I found. To firstly let you in on some of the lore taken directly from this section of the video's game theory, if you head over to any YouTube channel on this website, like this one, your favorite YouTube channel, looking at the screen, you'll see things like my channel banner, my channel icon, my sub count, my videos, all of that type of stuff. But then, under my channel name, The Beak, you'll see the words, hello, yes, I am doing the YouTubing, open bracket, subscribe, please, close bracket. You see, it's right there, look, there it is. This text, it forms part of something called a YouTube channel's about section. And a YouTube channel's about section, you can fill it with a whole bunch of stuff related to your channel. It's pretty much what it was designed to do. You see, there's my Discord link, Twitter profile, gamer subs link. You should use code BEAK now. And while my eyes were unfortunately staring at the FrankU Drive YouTube channel the other day, I have seen horrible things. I noticed a very specific link in its about section, a link that when I see them in YouTube about sections, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, person watching this video, alarm bells, they start ringing in my brain. I saw a Telegram link. I don't know, I've always thought it's a little bit dodge, because usually when I hear people talking about Telegram, the words that come after the word Telegram in that sentence usually have something to do with scams, viruses, or for other illegal activities. So I just want to make it abundantly clear here. You may be watching this video and you may think to yourself, oh, okay, cool, rabbit holes and dodgy links and investigations. This is all very interesting. I want to go onto these channels and click on these links. don't click on them. Like please don't go onto these channels and click on these links. Let me just say that one more time just so you can hear it properly and clearly. Do not go onto these channels and click on these links. Next thing you know, you do, and oh fuck, the Trojans have invaded my PC. But for the sake of digging deeper, I knew that once again I was gonna have to take all of my knowledge and all of the information I've looked at regarding IT security over the years, I was gonna have to take it and throw it out the window. I needed to see where this link went. So I fired up the virtual machine, activated my VPN, hesitantly moved my mouse over the link and clicked on it. And then I was left with more questions than I had answers. Now, thankfully, unlike what happened last time, the BeamNG Drive Telegram link didn't lead to me finding some crazy network of channels all aimed by the same people trying to exploit kids in Kumas with NSFW thumbnails. Thank God. But I want to ask you a question here, person watching this video. Why is it that all of these, like, really strange kids channels who make really brain rot content, why do they all have Telegram links in their about sections? I just don't get it. This is just so weird, man. On the one hand, I'm thinking, oh, okay, cool, link in bio, business. I'm going to use it to reach out to sponsors, all of that type of stuff. But then, you know, on the other hand, I don't think I've heard of any YouTube channel ever who reaches out to sponsors in this way. Like, if you want to try to get into touch with sponsors, you do it via email or sometimes even Discord. Not Telegram. That, and plain and simple, I don't really think these channels make content that sponsors will look at and go, I want to put my money on that. And one more thing, I don't think I've ever seen a sponsor on a YouTube short before. I don't really think that's something that just happens. I've never seen that. All in all, I just think it's kind of weird that all of these brain rot channels have Telegram links in their bios. Makes me think that there's some dodge stuff going on here, you know? Once again, just don't click on these links, please. However, taking the focus of this video and shifting it to the more important thing I found while I was scrolling through this side of YouTube the other day, I think this side of YouTube has a massive botting problem. Now, I just want to make it clear here, I don't have any 100% I've caught you with the smoking revolver, your hand is red, Saul Goodman proof or anything, so yeah, you are just gonna have to take my word for it, so of course take it with a grain of salt. But I don't know, man, looking at some of these channels, I've just found some really weird, strange bot-like behavior. Besides lots of them all having really similar names and similar thumbnails, which makes me think that lots of them are owned by the same person. When looking at some of these channels, I've stumbled across a few of them hosting live streams that just play the same video over and over again, but the chats in these live streams, they're completely dead. There's a fair few hundred people watching them, but nothing. It's a ghost town. There aren't even people saying like dead chat lemao. It's all just really weird. But where this gets even more botty is when you look at some of these channels' popular videos and the amount of comments these videos have compared to their view numbers. Like, let's look at this video, right? It's a video by a channel called Crash Hunters. It's got a whopping 5.3 million views. It's called, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually going to read this. Giant water and acid lava put huge and tiny Pixar cars dash BeamNG battle. 5.3 million views? That is an absolute shit ton. This video has got 85 comments. I mean, plain and simple, that's fuck all. This video by a channel called BeamNG Crashes, it's got 134,000 views. 3. And there's a whole bunch more videos like these that all have really insane view counts, but barely any comments. This isn't how YouTube works. I mean, sure, your comments will always be less than your view count, but not by this much. God, no, 5.3 million views, 85 comments. This is so weird. Keeping this in mind, though, yeah, okay, it is true that children are less likely to comment on videos, so popular videos in the BrainRot Drive side of YouTube, a side of YouTube filled with videos for kids, will in turn have less comments. That is true, this makes sense, but still, not by this much. This is crazy. And this isn't the first time I've seen something like this when looking at channels who specialize in making low-effort, kid-focused brain rot content. Once again, though, I do just want to say I don't have 100% proof of them botting. It is something that is incredibly hard to prove, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the case. With that, though, let's link the dots one final time and finish off our dive into the BrainRot Drive rabbit hole. Thanks to the overall evolution of YouTube, here we have a side of this website that's filled with brainrot YouTube shorts, all made to capitalize on the insane growth you can get from this type of content. A far cry from what BeamNG Drive content used to be. These shorts, they're filled with popular kids characters and are produced by channels that are built around being as brainrot as humanly possible. Some of these channels, they've even grown so large that they have a sway on what type of videos get produced in this niche content, creating this weird brainrot cycle. And the more some channels get big, the more others try to replicate their success by doing the exact same thing that they're doing. However, when you dig into some of these channels and this side of YouTube as a whole, you'll find Telegram links, something that I think is pretty damn dodgy, and a side of YouTube that may have a crazy botting problem. But what do you think, person watching this video? Be sure to let me know in the comment section down there. You know where the comment section is. I don't have to point it out to you. Thanks for watching. Thank you all so much for the just absolutely insane support my channel's been getting recently. Oh my god. I think by the time this video comes out, the channel's going to be on like something like 160,000 plus subs. Honestly, that's just fucking insane. Thank you so much. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, bell notification, buzzword, all of that type of stuff. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Number 15. Subscribe to the Beak. If you don't, you will suffer a severe case of cringe, and you are taking part in bozo behavior. Thanks for watching.